Gemini, I'm doing a love reading for you. This is a timeless reading and I'm just taking a look at your energy. The person in your energy is it's a nice connection. It's a nice energy that's come into your experience. This is someone romantic. I feel like there might be some history here. This does feel like a soulmate connection. Your person could be tall, dark and handsome, very romantic. You really like what you're getting from this person and you like your dynamic, but you do have a snake in the grass that you've had to deal with. That is sort of part and parcel of this connection. And there also seems to be a controlling feminine. So this could be a mother figure, but someone that tends to have or seems to have some sort of hold over your person financially. And you're wondering if this is worth it. Is this person meant to be a part of your experience? Are you supposed to work through these issues with this person? And if so, how? Should you walk away from this connection because of these loose ends, these external parties? I feel like it's people associated with your person or even the both of you that puts a bit of a damper and creates drama in your connection. And so you're wondering, should I let this go? Is this going to be a mess? Is it always going to be like this? Or is this meant to be? And is this something that we're supposed to work through? Okay, let's take a look at what Spirit says for you. The main message coming through is the past returns for a while. So this lets me know that this connection is triggering a lot of your past trauma. And it's a time for healing. My name is Elif and I welcome you to evolve with me. Right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what Spirit wants you to know. I do feel, Gemini, that you're going to have to tap into your communication skills here. Okay. And I'm going to share with you what else Spirit brings through, any guidance that Spirit can bring for you on the subject, because I'm getting a very clear message. Gemini, this is your soulmate. And despite what you might believe, despite what we might think based on media, what we've seen in movies, what we've heard from our friends and family, sometimes the right relationship challenges us in the right way. There's some areas in your heart chakra and in your belly chakra that still needs healing. You've dealt with some tough stuff in relationships in the past, and you've spent your entire relationship career wanting to avoid those things. And you've only found yourself attracting more of it because that's how it works. Law of attraction. What I try and avoid, what I try and push away, I've got to focus on it to avoid it. And with my focus, I'm actually calling it forth. So even though my intention is to avoid it, I'm calling it forth, I'm asking for it, and I'm attracting it. And that's what you've experienced a lot of. And so you've had to walk away from these relationships because they have once again been what you don't want. A quick ad break. So my videos are not sponsored, but I'd like to take this moment to just thank you all for your support on my channel, your likes, your comments, your shares. Those of you who have subscribed and been a part of this community since I've started on YouTube, I thank you. Your interaction, your energy exchange. Thank you for making it possible for people who may need access to this work to have them. I want to take a moment and just celebrate my son. He has been selected in his karate dojo to represent Cape Town, South Africa in regionals, and then they'll be going to nationals, and they are preparing to go to Finland in 2025. So I really want to make that happen for him, but I can't do it on my own. I am a single mom, and the investment is a big one. So I'm hoping that for those of you who feel called to and feel inspired to support him on his journey, that you can do so. He has started a GoFundMe page, and I put that in the link below. So if you can take a moment, anything any support will be highly appreciated. It is the first thing that the first sport that I've been able to have him do, because we're just not able to afford getting him into anything. And he's wanted to do karate since he was in primary school, and I was only able to get him to join the dojo last year, and he's 15. So this is a big deal for him, and if you can, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the reading. Now you're in the situation with this person, Gemini, and you might even be dealing with another air sign, because I'm getting air energy, but also you could be dealing with an earth sign, because your person shows up for me as the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, solid, level-headed, secure. This person has not chosen you, Gemini, lightly. There's some history here. This could be a situation where you were friends before, you've known each other for a while, and you finally decided to give your person a shot. But because there's some history, and this person seems to be very connected, lots of friends, family, also a lot of people that your person trusts, a lot of people involved in their circle that's very much involved in what they're doing, business connections, perhaps partnerships, and these people feel they have a right to have a say in your relationship, in your connection, and they're not necessarily in favor of you because they're biased towards your person. And so this puts you in an uncomfortable place where you're having to deal with, I think, some nastiness. You're having to deal with them not really having the best intention when they talk about you. I just feel drama. And also, whoever this person is that is either in business with your person, with your counterpart, or could be a mother figure. Take it as it resonates. It could also be an ex. If your person was married before, that feels more like a friend now. So it could be that kind of situation. And they're still in business together, or they still have some sort of dealings, maybe kids together, maybe there's still some partnership in some way. And this person seems to have a hold on your person financially. So I do have the snake here, which lets me know your person does find themselves in situations where they are manipulated by these people who they trust. Maybe these people have been using your person all this time, and you can see this, and they don't like that you might put a stoke in that wheel. I do feel that this puts you in a very difficult position, because if you're with someone who you respect and you have very deep, sincere feelings for, and these people are close and dear to your person, you wouldn't want to have conflict. But if you're seeing things here that is not in your person's best interest, it puts you in a difficult place. And I think you're a threat. So if that's how it looks, the question is, Spirit, does this mean that this is not meant for me? Because it's bringing up a lot of insecurities for you, Gemini. It's also bringing up these things are triggering you in a little bit, in not a little way. These things are quite triggering for you, and you asking yourself, and you always wanting to be the bigger person, the better person, but you're worried that you are dishonoring yourself because you feel like you're sort of tolerating things that you wouldn't normally tolerate. Your person shows up as the Knight of Pentacles, and even when I drew these cards, Spirit said to me, this is Gemini's person. But your person's come to serve you in helping you to elevate. These things that are triggering you are to serve you in your growth, but you also serve your person in being loving and supportive of them and helping them to realize that they don't have to hold on to connections, hold on to friendships, hold on to relationships because they've got history with people, and they don't have to give them access to their energy, to their business, to their money, because your person is very open and very trusting and very, very giving. I'm not saying that you need to come in and put a stop to all of these things. What needs to happen in your person's relationships will happen organically. But this does serve you in your growth as well. So I'm not getting I'm not getting from spirit too much drama. This is karmic. This is not healthy. You need to step away from this. I'm getting this is your person. And this is who they are. Open-hearted, giving, sometimes self-abandoning, but your person deserves your love. This person is very kind-hearted and very sincere, and any relationships that are not going to serve your person moving forward, once your person is able to obtain and receive from the connections what your person is meant to, then those relationships will naturally fizzle out. And for some of these connections, they're going to mature too, realizing that they need to change as well. Okay? So I'm not saying you must interfere and get involved in drama. I'm just saying that you want to ask yourself the question. Firstly, you want to, and I've not even pulled cards. I've only got my initial cards to read energy here. And already Spirit is bringing through all of this. This is the bridge you want to cross, and this is the person you want to cross it with. The first thing you want to do is you want to stop asking that question, do I stay or do I go? Is this it or is this not? Because you're sort of starting to look at your person through the lens of this drama, which is actually external. It's outside of the two of you. Okay? And so you're questioning your connection and you're questioning this person based on these external parties because you're worried that this person's not going to have my back when I want them to, when I need them to. Your person does not need to push up against any of the old existing relationships in order to be fully in with you. Sometimes we have our own external karma that we need to work through. Sometimes we have those external relationships that are part of our growth. Some people have issues with parents. We don't necessarily need to cut our parents out just because they challenge us in some way. You're going to play a role in your person's life where you're going to be an example of how to deal with these things in a loving way without dishonoring self. And so what you want to ask yourself is, what is this mirroring to me? Because every person that comes into our experience, the people that come into our experience and show us something or highlight something, they're actually mirroring or highlighting an aspect of self. So if this person is making me feel devalued, then there is some devaluation that is active here. Because if I'm in a place of absolutely valuing myself and it's not dependent on what anybody else thinks, then that wouldn't even affect me. It'll go over my head, and we don't want to hear this, because I know it's when people come and they show us our stuff in different ways, it can be very uncomfortable, and we just want them all to go away. But our soulmate offers us not only peace and harmony, our soulmate offers us an environment to face our limitations, to heal our insecurities, to create more personal value where we might have a tendency to devalue ourselves, to process our wounding in a safe environment, but not in a codependent environment. That's different. So there's going to be a lot of growth here, but Spirit is saying don't run, and in fact stop asking that question, because only when you're fully present and you're not questioning your person anymore will you be able to really establish that bond where you're able to face whatever these external parties bring to the table or try and present you to you as a couple, where you will be able to process and deal with it as a unified front. But you need to establish in your own mind and in your own energy, I cannot base my person's value on what these people are doing. They are not him or her. Yes, they are important people to my person, and so I respect them for that. But he cannot or she cannot be held responsible for whatever's going on with them. I need to trust in my person's goodness, and that the universe is taking care of it, and that people, if these are the people that are in our experience, that they're here for a purpose and to service. And the question that I should ask is, am I embracing the opportunity for growth and healing and for the lessons that they are mirroring to me here? Or am I giving my power away and allowing myself to further feed into feeling powerless and insecure and blah blah blah? Okay, because Spirit says this is your Knight of Pentacles. This is the knight that really has given this relationship a lot of thought. This person wouldn't be in your experience, would not have offered this relationship if he or she wasn't 100% sure that they have what it takes to give you the love and the life that you deserve. A Knight of Pentacles is not in love with the idea of being in love. They're not wishy-washy. This is your knight that becomes the King of Pentacles. That person that can absolutely take care of you and deals with things methodically. So don't think that your person is not aware. It's just that this person, you need to trust your person to deal with things in his or her own way, because they do assess, analyze, process, and really investigate before they make a decision. They don't just cut people out. They really, really think things through. And of course, your person's got a history with these people. There's something that your person knows. There's things about these people your person knows that you don't know. So you got to trust your person with that. But at the same time say, okay, this person is bringing this up inside of me. Thank you for the opportunity to help me take another look at the vibration and the intensity of this, whichever is active, that is being triggered in me right now. Because I do not want to have buttons that people can push. I'd like for my buttons to be unpushable, you know? Spirit says, this is a bridge you must cross. And look at what's under the bridge. You, right? There you are. This is your person. Soulmates. This person is in love with you, Gemini. This person is focused on you. And Spirit is saying to me, this person has been brought into your experience divinely guided by a loved one on the other side, and this comes across as a female, an older, a mother figure of sorts. Could also be an older sister or an aunt. You don't have to be afraid, because when you look at the relationship, you can see that there is so much that is just so right for you. And these are things that challenge you, and you don't want to get involved or get caught up in something that is going to end up you're just going to end up fighting with yourself and regretting and feeling like you dishonored yourself. This is a real soulmate love connection. And what's getting in between it right now is the snake and this person that seems to have some sort of financial influence or hold over your person. But Spirit says, what's coming up for you right now is you being triggered by some of your past wounds and your past traumas, and you're afraid of a repeat. But it's time for healing, and that's what this offers you. Look at that. The Knight of Pentacles. Wanting to offer you a solid connection. Wanting to make a solid offer here. Really wanting to commit to you. And this snake seems to be trying to do anything and everything to get in the way of this. But it's up to you if you give them power. People sometimes ask me about dark entities and dark forces that exist and the impact that they have on our experience, and what sort of power they can hold over our experience. And there's a lot of that going around where, you know, spiritual teachers and healers, spiritual practitioners really promote protection and all of that kind of thing. I just am very, very mindful of spreading the message of the power we hold, because yes, there are entities, there are high vibrational spirit entities and there are low vibrational spirit entities, right? There are people in the world who are in a very distorted place on certain subjects. And in certain areas, there are people in the world that are in a very enlightened place and in a high vibrational loving place. If you go through life trying to avoid the low vibrational entities because you're afraid that they're going to come and wreak havoc on your life and destroy your happiness, you're actually attracting these things, because we're frequency. Everything is frequency. Think about the radio station or your television, right? If you want to broadcast from a particular channel, you've got to tune into that channel, right? But you can't tune into the channel of high vibrational love and have access to what is broadcasting on a lower vibrational channel. So if you're in a place of alignment on a particular subject, it doesn't matter who's trying to get at you. It's like being on a different road altogether, in a different city. So somebody could be driving up and down every road in a particular city trying to find you, but if you're not in that city, they're never going to find you. Same thing. So sometimes we get caught up on other people's energy, people's intentions towards us, and if you feel that someone has negative intentions towards you and that's something that you really feel yourself being drawn into, you think about it all the time, it triggers you, then that is an indication that it's time that you do not learn how to stop tuning into what other people's intentions may or may not be. You might be an empath and you might pick up on somebody's insecurity, and then you need to be in a place where you can elevate so that you're not drawn into their negative vibration and your insecurities then triggered, because that's exactly what happens. And the moment that happens, you're in the same disadvantaged place that they are in vibrationally, and you guys are going to butt heads. But if you're in a different place altogether, if you're in a different frequency altogether, then it doesn't matter how they try and find you at the bottom here, you're here. And when they try and connect with you, guess what happens to them? They have to come and elevate. And that's how we help people to heal. But when we're in a place of recognizing their weakness, perhaps their vulnerability, their low vibration, and we immediately see that as something we need to protect ourselves from and guard ourselves from, guess what we tune into? We tune into that insecurity as well, and we become a match to them, and then we can't get away from that ugly, or from them projecting their insecurity. Why? Because in the moment when I notice that you have an insecure vibration going on, I judge that, and I took that personally. I took it as a threat, and that's ego. That's not soul stuff, right? Our soul is a part of the collective whole that we call Source and God, which is unconditional love. It doesn't matter what's happening on the planet, it never moves. It's solid, it is set, it's fixed. So we move, right? And when we make a habit of moving, depending on who we're with and what the vibration that they're offering, then that means we've got to bring our vibration down to match that, to be where they are. And then we move out of, we stop functioning in the part of ourselves that is soul and love, and we function from our ego self, where we feel we need to protect ourselves, and we feel that someone has the power to take what's ours, and nobody ever does. Okay? So if you decide that this person has power over your experience, and there's something I want to share with you, Gemini. The snake, yes, has a painful sting. A sting that can destroy you. But the snake is also a powerful healer. The snake is that bite which holds the antidote to that very same thing that can kill us. And the snake brings a lot of wisdom. When you move through that, when you go through the experience of snake medicine, and snake medicine is not a pretty medicine. It's that person that comes into your experience that triggers, that pushes all your buttons, and seems to trigger you and challenge you in the most uncomfortable way. They present themselves as an enemy, but really they are your most powerful soul ally, because they are the ones that help you to finally rise from the ashes, to learn what you need to learn, to stand on your own 2 feet. It's like that, my dad said the way that him and his brothers learned to swim is his father just threw them into the ocean, and at a beach where swimming wasn't even allowed because of the current. And his father just threw them into the ocean, and they were strong swimmers. And yes, that sounds horrible. Snake medicine's like that. It's not going to hold back. It's harsh, it's tough, but boy, does it help you to get over your fears and to get out of your own way and to stop giving other people your power. And that's how this person serves you. But if you don't want to see it that way, and you see it as this person has the power to destroy my relationship, you've basically decided, and you've already given them the key to do exactly that. But you can make a different choice, and you can believe this person has come to help me set myself free. And that's what I do when I'm in a situation where I feel somebody is really trying to assert their ugliness and their negativity over someone, and I don't like bullies. It sort of triggers me, and I can get angry, and then I find myself doing that, and then I go and sit with spirit, and I say, okay, so what is really happening here? And I've had a situation where I have a friend who's being bullied in that way, and this person is just pushing all the buttons to make this person feel powerless, and like she's got total control over his life. And I asked Spirit, what is going on here? And Spirit said, she's giving him his balls back, and he doesn't know it, and neither does she. She's had this hold on him for too long. And if you can adopt that mindset, Spirit, what is really happening here? Then you're in an empowered place. Whatever you believe your reality to be is what must be, because you're the creator of your reality. You are God force in a human body. And sometimes we forget this. This Knight of Pentacles wants you, Queen of Pentacles. You see, that's how you're showing up. The Queen of Pentacles is the wife, is home, is stability, is security. Okay? And this is your person's intention, is to go all the way with you, is to have home with you. And if you're going to miss what the snake is offering you, which is, yes, uncomfortable medicine, but it's an opportunity for you to really take your power back. Not from an aggressive, ego-based place, but from your fullness, from love, from a place of security. By no longer allowing the snake to be your enemy, but allowing the snake to be your medicine. And appreciating and loving the snake for the role that they play in your unity and unifying and coming together with your soulmate. This other individual that has this financial sort of situation going with your person, this does feel to me like a mother that can sometimes say harsh words and be quite controlling over their son or their daughter. Can be harsh, but all she wants to know is she wants to see your love in her son or daughter's life. She wants to see them glow. She wants to see them rise to their fullness in your company. All you need to do here is tap into your heart, into your love. Is stop trying to protect your heart chakra, open it up and be fully you. She's going to see that and she's going to release the reins. She's just protective. She doesn't want this person, your person, to be used again. And that's not you. And you can take offense, or you can see that she's just basing this energy on past experience. It's got nothing to do with me. I am not those people. From this conflict, something beautiful is going to be born. From this conflict, something beautiful is going to be born. Do I take that? You're going to have to dig deep, and you're going to have to be willing to bloom like a rose amongst thorns. Be fully who you are. Be in your power. Be in your heart chakra. Be honest, authentic, good. Love your person unconditionally, regardless of these external people and the stuff and their stuff. And everything here is going to be transformed and transmuted. And then you're going to be able to look back on this experience and laugh about it. Okay. That is your message, Gemini. Tell me what you think. This is a soulmate. This is a beautiful connection. Your natural instinct is fight or flight. Okay. Spirit says it's time for you to fully embrace your faith here, knowing that we have your back, that you are being guided towards what you deserve. If you walk away from this because of the ways in which you are being challenged here and you're not rising up to the challenge, you are in essence abandoning yourself. Do what you need to do to be able to get the support you need to get to be able to rise up and to use what you're experiencing as an opportunity to let in what you really want and to be who you truly are. If you have friends and people that you talk to that has a tendency to automatically go into the negativities of these things and to harp on the toxicity of it and to, that kind of talk, then stop having talking about your connection with these people. You want to be in an empowered place. Rather tune into source and say, show me, let me see this through my heart chakra. Let me see this through my heart chakra. And if you need support, because I feel like this is something new to you, facing this, your natural instinct is no. When there's drama like that, I need to get away. That's not for me. That's not what I want. Sometimes it's what we need so that we can overcome certain things. And if you need to get help with this, like I say, get some support. Get a spiritual guide, get a coach, get someone to guide you through these things. Because the way that we think we should do things is like, yeah, anything that's uncomfortable, push it away, it's not what I want. And only when I find what absolutely ticks my boxes, that's going to make me happy. And that is an old construct. It is untrue. Untrue. Our soulmates help us to grow. It's not what's easy, it's what serves our highest good, so that we can have the capacity for unconditional love. Because if loving someone is based on perfection, it's not unconditional. Okay, it's a different story if you're in an abusive situation. Okay, and I hope I've made that very, very clear. I wouldn't encourage anybody to be in an abusive situation, but what I do see, and if this is your story, this is somebody that when you look at your connection with this person shows you greatness. This person shows you kindness, love, and respect. You're just getting too caught up on the people in your person's life and how they are reacting to your relationship, and who they are and what you may not like about them and what they might not yet trust about you because they don't know you. And when we focus on those things, we calibrate to them without knowing. Okay, so I would say focus on the value in your relationship. See, I'm getting that burpy feeling. That's fear. If you make a decision from fear, you are not making the decision that lines up with your highest good. You are not making the decision that leads to your happiness, the breakthroughs that you want. Tune in to calibrate to love and make your decisions from that place. This is not something you just want to give up. This relationship, this connection is giving birth to something beautiful. The pregnancy is not easy, but it's going to be worth it. So get the support and the help you need so that you can navigate this from your highest good, from a place of alignment. Okay. That's your message, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed it. And if it resonates, comment. Let me know how. And don't forget to subscribe. It really helps my channel. It's a small way you can show me your support. And it also helps people who might benefit from this message to have access to them. Whatever you choose to do, Gemini, do what is best for you. If you'd like to get a personal reading from me or sign up for my spiritual life coaching, or spiritual guidance, you're welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. Take care. Bye now.